I have been in business a long time. In fact, probably 30 years or most of my adult life I have been in business. And I messed up time and time again. But there was one thing that turned my whole life around. I started studying marketing. Marketing turned my business from a £15,000–20,000 a year little going concern, just breaking even every month, chasing around to pay the bills, into something 5 times bigger, and that was in 1 year. And then the next year, I took the information I learned from that year of studying and marketing and implementation and testing and turned the business into a £250,000. The only thing was, it cost me a fortune to market my business. So I was spending 5 to 1. In other words, I spent £50,000 to generate £250,000 worth of leads. When I say leads, I mean completed work. And that's just the advertising side of it. That doesn't include having extra websites, telephone numbers, and all sorts of other things that you can use to track and measure where you're spending your money. But what I did in the next year though, was I analysed what came in and how it came in. And I changed my adverts slightly again. And instead of having to spend 50 grand on advertising, I spent £12,000 to generate £250,000 of revenue, which was a good year for me. It allowed me to do a lot more things. So what I would like to say to you, if you're going to do anything, focus on the marketing and the sales. Jacob and I, from World Cloud, we can do this for you. If you want to study it, there's lots and lots of reading material you can do, there's lots and lots of things you can study, and that's what I do all the time. Or you can just employ Jacob and I at World Cloud to do it all for you. So you don't have to waste all your time and energy making lots of costly mistakes. One of the major things that you have in business, one of the major problems, is generating leads. And not only generating leads, because we can all generate leads, but how much do we want to spend, or can we spend per lead? There's a load of things that you can do, calculations you can do to figure out how much you should spend per lead, or how much you should spend on a marketing campaign. If you need help with this, I can help you advise. Hi, my name is Richard Soper, and I set up a business 20 years ago called Appliance Repairman. And for 3 or 4 years, Appliance Repairman was trundling along nicely, but at the end of every single month, I still had debts that I had to roll on to the next month. So I went on like this, continued like this for 3 years, but I was enjoying the process. Like all businesses, in the beginning, you really are enthusiastic, and even though you're a noggin and you've got so many things to learn, your world is amazing because of what you're doing, but you might not have the money, but you're gaining knowledge and experience. But the number one thing that I did that changed it from just like rolling from month to month was basically learning and studying and practicing marketing. And marketing isn't just about having business cards and flyers and referrals and stuff. You know, there's so many avenues to marketing, so many ways to get business to come to you. There's all sorts of things. I've read numerous books and done numerous studies myself and implemented and spent thousands and thousands of pounds. For instance, I was turning over £20,000 a year for the first 3 years in business, and I made that, and I jumped that to 75 by studying advertising and implementing advertising techniques. That year I probably spent quite a few thousand just on the studying, and that generated 75k. The next year I upped it and I took my budget to £50,000. So with the £50,000 I generated 250. So I tripled my business in a year. So I thought the best way for me to do the next step, rather than employing lots and lots of people, was to actually reduce my overhead. So what I did was I analysed the information that generated the £250,000, and the next year I only spent about £12,000 to generate the same £250. If this is what you need in your business to reduce your outgoings to increase your bottom line profit, then you need to contact us at World Cloud. You know, we're so excited to be able to help you maximize your internet presence, as I like to call it, your internet property, your virtual property, because you've got to be precious over this stuff. This is your brand, this is your internet marketing, this is your Facebook, this is your Google, this is your YouTube, this is your Instagram, your Twitter, your Snapchat. You've got to get all these things in alignment to drag in the best. And it's not only about that as well. I mean, it's what you do personally, offline as well. It's about the friendships, the relationships, because everything in business is about creating relationships. You can go off and you can do hundreds and hundreds of, one-offs, but it's not the one-offs that are going to make you rich. It's the repetition. So it's not just about getting the people in the door to begin with, it's about keeping them long-term. You want to have the long-term, you need to know the long-term value of that relationship. If you're just about the quick buck, we're not interested in helping you. To be honest, you're not our type of person, because we want to build companies that sustain the test of time. We don't want businesses that are going to come and go within 3 to 5 years or 7 years, because that's not the model I work with. I want to create sustainable businesses that are based on relationship marketing. And this is what we help you with at World Cloud. So contact World Cloud, contact our team as soon as possible to get yourself on the road to abundance. That's me, Richard Soper, from World Cloud.